Hello and welcome to another edition of Toys from the Attic. For today's episode, I thought we'd be taking a look at Transformers Prime Smokescreen. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at this guy. Okay, so here we have Transformers Prime Smokescreen. As you can see on the box, it has the nice Beast Hunters logo up here with the Transformers Prime, as well as a lovely picture of Predaking on here. I'm not too crazy about Predaking myself personally, but that's my own opinion. Series level of difficulty is level 2. That's not so bad. Well, considering that there's only 3, I guess it's not so bad. You can see Smokescreen displayed right here in the package and a nice little hub logo, which Transformers Prime airs on, so that's kind of nice. Here we have a shot of his vitals. His strength is 5, intelligence is 8, speed is 8, endurance is 6, rank 7, courage 9. Ooh, he's got pretty high courage. Fire blast 7, and skill 8. Not a pretty bad guy. Okay, on the bottom of the box, you see some of the other Transformers that are coming out in here. There's Starscream, Bulkhead, and Razor Claw. You might want to get her one of these days. As far as the back of the box is concerned, you have your standard blister card back. You have a display of Smokescreen here in his robot mode, as well as his vehicle mode, and a picture of Team Prime here. Still including a Cliff Jumper, I see. The only complaint that I have about this whole box is that they don't really give that much of a backstory or bio on him here. Just a few sentences describing him as an Autobot that strikes quickly, then disappears into a puff of smoke. I wish I gave a little bit more to him than that, because this character is kind of interesting in the show. Anyways, let's open this guy up and take a better look at him. Okay, so here we have Smokescreen out of the box. Now, as I can say from the little bit that I've seen of him so far, he's actually not that bad of a figure. I mean, I do have some issues. His chest makes it seem like he's really rather thin. Not very much thickness to him. Front-wise, he's good. Just from the side, not so much. His feet seem a little bit oversized, but that's probably just so you can get him in some nice poses and other stuff. I mean, basic rules of making a statue or anything that's supposed to stand on itself, you always want to make the feet a lot bigger than what they need to be, just so that they can support all the weight. Now he has this little metal cage that covers him. It's his Beast Hunter's armor. It's made of this soft rubbery plastic, and it is removable. So you can always take that off and make him more show accurate. So you kind of get a nice Beast Hunter's version of him, and a Team First and Second Season Team Prime version of him. That's not so bad. Now he does come with this little gun. I will say that the gun actually has a little missile right here. Let me fire that off first. Now, the missile has this little rubbery net that kind of goes around it, and you can kind of take the missile out if you just want a missile. Or you have this net that I guess is supposed to wrap around one of the Predacon enemies. And it has these little pegs in here. I'm not going to try to get that in there, but it has this little peg in here and a little hole so where you could wrap it around and make it stick on one of the characters' necks. I think it might fit around Razor Claw's neck or something. Beast Hunters are supposed to be hunting beasts. Now his gun. This is the first thing I have to say, is his gun actually is one that looks like a gun that he's actually holding rather than one that's supposed to be popping out of his hand like most of the characters in the show. I'm one of those G1 guys who always prefers the gun to be separate from the actual Transformer themselves. I always thought, I don't know, to me that seems like it would be much more efficient to save on energon. Like, oh, I'll put the energon in my gun rather than here, or it doesn't actually take away from my whole body. But anyways, the only other issue I have with this character is his arms. If you can see right here, it's a very thin piece of plastic that goes into this joint. I'm just worried that that's going to break over time, or any kids who might be kind of rough with this character, that part might snap off. That's my only real concern about this guy. The only other thing too is he has these ball joints right here, and those might actually wear out over time. As a matter of fact, this guy, if I put his gun in his hand and his missile with the gun, he can't actually hold his arm out to the side like that. His arm just won't stay up. It will stay up if you're pointing it straight, just not to the side. So it's a little bit better than Ultra Magnus, but not by much. Anyways, I'm going to take a look at the directions and see if I can transform this guy. As you know, I just opened this guy, so I still haven't had too much time to practice transform him. Anyways, we'll be right back and we'll see how to transform him. Alright, now that I've taken a look at the directions and transformed him once or twice, let's try to transform him on camera now. We're going to start off by moving his little legs back like this, and then we move his feet up, both sides. And then they have these little panels right back here that we just flip down. Now we can stick his legs back together. And then flip his torso or legs completely round. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Hot Rod's transformation, from the original Transformers Generation 1's characters. Anyways, we move his chest plate down, and before we put his head down, we're going to have to flip his little wings out here. Let me adjust this camera so you can kind of see it a little bit better. And now we can actually bring his back piece down like this. His wheels are just naturally going to kind of roll off the little tabs that they have right in here. Snap that down into place. Got some nice little tabs right in here. You can see right where my thumbs are. Those are going to pose a little bit of a problem later. Anyways, let's start off by putting his head down, bring his shoulders up, bring them all the way up like this. Alright, now here's where it becomes tricky. I've seen a lot of other people do transformations of this guy, but I haven't seen him do one from robot to vehicle. It's always been vehicle to robot, and this is kind of what I think it is this is going to be a little hard to get in here. Okay, let me see if I can do this. I rotate these arms around, move that in here, and I gotta try to get this piece right in here. This is I'm always afraid I'm gonna break this thing. Okay, I got that piece right in there. See, there's so many different folding parts on here, it's a little bit hard to tell what's going into what. I have that wrong. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'll show you on the other hand in just a second. I think that's how it goes. And sure enough, his arms came off. Yeah, this is where it's really tricky. I'm not going to cut this out just because I want everyone to see. This is a little bit of a pain in the ass transformation to do. It's a good figure if you want to do it, but I don't really see how kids are going to be able to do this. This is kind of a bit of a pain. It's just there's so many different moving parts on his arms. It's just very difficult. There we go. Got one arm in there. Move that part down. So let's try the other arm. Let's gotta move this around. Rotate that in. Push that all the way up. And let me see if I can get this. Then I gotta try to move this out. Move that in there. Whew, best time so far. Okay, now here's where it also gets hard because we have these other tabs right here that are supposed to fold inside here. There we go. Got one tab right in there on his other arm, or on the other windshield. I'm going to say this guy is getting these windshields in here. This is really a lot difficult. I've not seen anybody do a robot to car transformation. It's always been the other way around. Just wanting to get that one little tab right in there. I'm gonna have to pull this out. There we go. Get those in there. Get those in there, and then we can just get his front bumpers into place. Either I'm getting older, or this is a hard transformation. Anyways, whew, that was an ordeal. All right, so there we have Smokescreen in his car mode, and I must say, it actually rolls pretty nice. Doesn't feel too heavy, and isn't that bad of a car. I'm probably not going to change him back and forth too much, but what are you going to do? All right, now he can also his Beast Hunter's armor. I wanted to say Beast Wars. His Beast Hunter armor can also snap right on his front because this is removable in robot mode. It's also can be reattached in vehicle mode. So he has this nice not robotic, it's all robotic, a nice kind of Mad Max-ish armor almost. And then his gun, let me readjust the camera again, can fit right on top. It's going to be a little bit of a snug fit right in there. There we go. So he can have his gun up here in case he needs to shoot any other Predacons or Decepticons or whatever. There we go. There we go. Now, little thing I've noticed, it looks like his armor can also hold one of the missiles on the side. Makes me wish that he actually came with 2 more extra missiles so I could fit one here and then one in here. That would have been kind of actually cool. Guess you could always buy another one of these guys and just load them up with missiles. But anyways, get this out of here. Move that back on here. This has been a look at Beast Hunters Transformers Prime Smokescreen. Once again, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you've seen today, please feel free to like, subscribe, or leave a comment below in the comment section. Any advice for the show will be greatly appreciated. Who knows, something you suggest may appear on the show in the future.